Welcome back, you guys. This is the Syndra, continuing my HOI4 Kaiserreich campaign as the German Empire. Even if I'm rusty, I can still remember my intro and my outro. How's that, huh? How's that for memory? I pretty much decided to upload this episode like an hour. Like an hour after I uploaded the original, mainly because the first episode is a bit. It's prep work. It's a lot of prep work, and not a lot happens. It's probably very dull for a few people. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give a warning for that or something. But I did unpause slightly. I did do a lot of prep work. I believe all of my planes are still flying. I think standing by. No, I believe I sent all of you. Oh, they are all in Brandenburg. That is a carrier, never mind. So is this all of my dudes here? So I've got fighters and tactical bombers, that's it. 250. Let's pause here. I got silly factories. Interesting. I don't see any more of my provinces with 80. Oh, never mind. Oh. It would appear that we have some more military factories. I don't know what happened. I assigned all of this in the beginning. I guess I'll just do the 70% ones then. I don't know about, like, coastal provinces, though. I might want to just fill these up with naval shipyards instead. Naval dockyards. Alright, so you got one to spare. That's fine. So, I've got 125 and 250 of you. Can I split you in two? Just be 100. So we've got 50 to spare. And we'll split you guys as well. And we'll do air superiority and close air support. I will get my own close air support eventually. But I will just assign you guys here for now. There we go. Let's put it on speed 3 here. No template for towed anti-air. That's fine. We're not going to be making much of them. I just do want to add them as support battalions on a few of my dudes. Kerensky still dies. Nothing's changed. Poor guy. Ooh. Taking advantage of the chaos in Moscow after the assassination of Kerensky, Kornilov and his officers, with the help of combat squads from Boris's NRPR, took to the streets of Moscow to fight off leftist organization and trade unionists. After hours of bloody street fighting, Kornilov took full control of Moscow and was sworn in as Supreme Commander-in-Chief and President of Russia. So what does that mean? Paternal autocrats. Ooh. I haven't seen the tree here. I don't want to look at the entire Russian tree right now. That's pretty big. Voting rights in the Legation Council. The Legation cities were formed in 1928 as a result of the Americans intervening in a Japanese-Chinese conflict that was going to spill out into open war between ourselves and the Japanese. When a passenger train was attacked by Chinese warlords, America saw the opportunity to mediate, not only in order to create a more permanent solution to the instability in the East, but also enshrine the open door policy in China, which allows all powers equal access to Chinese markets. Interesting. Consisting of all official concessions in China as well as a 30-mile neutral zone, the legation cities, officially known as the International Mandate for the Chinese Concessions, Jesus, also host a forum, the Legation Council for the various powers with Chinese interest to resolve disputes and work together as the foremost European power in the East. Okay. We naturally are able to vote on the council and further our Eastern agenda. Ooh. Fruits of the open door. Is that why I got consumer goods factories? Is that a thing I can do then? Yeah, again, Legations Council. So we got us, Japan, Austria, the United States, Flanders, Wallonia. Why the fuck do they get a vote? Why do you get a vote? Alright, fine. You better vote the way I tell you to. There's no democracy here. This is an empire. So I have basic divisions just with infantry dudes that are drilling to get me as much army experience as I can. I am training some, colonial garrison troops. Let's put it on speed 4 here. Which is fine. Motorized, just head to Frankfurt. For now. I deleted my Marines. I do want to focus on Mountaineer divisions, which should help. I don't know, by the way, I don't know when the new patch is incoming. Is it Bessarabia patch? Wasn't it called that? Or they're changing the... because I don't think it's in yet, because they were changing the engagement width. Mussolini, Valois, Birmingham today. Common ground. I think this is usually happens. Yeah, the totalists. Sure. Okay. A lot of pop-ups here. Yeah, Edward the Eighth crowned as King of Great Britain. Payment of the Brest-Litovsk reparations. With the stagnation of our economy and worsening conditions for our citizens during 1935, our government has decided that in order to restart our economy, we need additional cash. The only available option is to amass sufficient capital to help our economy, was to force the Russian state to prematurely repay the remaining reparations from the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. During the Berlin Conference in November 1935, President Kerensky, who is now dead, together with Prime Minister Pavel, were forced to accept the premature payment of Brest-Litovsk reparations. With drastic austerity measures, the Russian government was able to prematurely repay the remaining parts of its reparations as they were agreed in the treaty. For a whole year, even more consumer goods factories goes down. Does that mean I can build more stuff? It does. Damn! It's nice to be an empire, isn't it? Oh yeah. This will be done in March. Yeah, we'll need a fuckload of factories. Like, honestly, so much. Because I reckon we're going to be fighting, guaranteed we're going to be fighting the Internationale. Oh, right. Hold that thought for a second. Sorry. We need to definitely fight the Internationale. Is there a... Where's the faction map mode? That one. Okay, so we have the Russian Republic. I think they're alone right now. No, they don't even have a faction yet. Third Internationale, and then we have the Entente. The Entente will want to fight France. The Entente will not want to fight us. So that is... We could try to make a deal with the Entente. The Chinese will not bother us unless they go to war with our little colonial here. Russia will most likely go to war with us. But you'll have to go through a lot of my puppets over here. I'll probably have to send some forces here to defend this massive border. But I want the primary forces over here against France, because that is going to be difficult, as well as defending my coastal areas. We can recruit an operative. We should probably just have a really good counterintelligence one. Enemy operative intel extraction rate. I just want the counterintelligence. Seducer! Look at that guy. So, commando. I'll just take this guy over here. He'll be stuck on counterintelligence, but... let's see here. Where was the thing that allowed me to hire spies from other national... That one. Yeah, that's the one. While our agents are able to While our agents are able to adapt to any environment, the cultural norms and languages of foreign lands come more naturally to those born and raised in the culture. Yeah, of course. So I'll spend the 10 civilian factories for 30 days on this, because I do want to hire a French spy, ideally, and a British spy. And I'll have to build up this thing in order to afford to have 3 spies. There's the war there. Let's see here. Communard France shows its true face. The Reds are clearly set to spread their poison, as they have then demonstrably shown during the last session of the elections. Okay, so the end of the French election is here, and they are syndicalist. Yeah, of course they are. I got a fuckload of manpower there, I believe. Which is nice. It is very, very nice. Nobody cares. There we go. Oh no, they didn't finish the election. Electoral gridlock. Alright, we'll see what happens there. Black Monday. On the 3rd of February 1936, the Berlin Stock Exchange stopped sinking. It plunged. Fueled by the instability of the market panic, selling erupted as soon as the stock market opened on Monday morning. It took well into the night for the teleprinters to stop sputtering out the results of what became known as Black Monday. When the results had been analyzed, it was clear that the situation had only gotten worse. The shock of this unprecedented economic catastrophe will, no doubt, be felt over the entire world. The German Golden Age has ended, for now at least. So we have Black Monday. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see what happens to our factories building. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Okay. I still have 10 factories building the spy thing, so we'll get them back. Or some of them. I don't think we'll get all 10 of them. Do we? Run on the banks. Yeah. German citizens, panicked by the collapse of the Berlin stock market, are rushing to make bank runs to withdraw their assets. The banks cannot afford to give out such sums, and many are in danger of collapse. Many are clamoring for immediate government intervention to stabilize this unprecedented financial crisis. So if I do nothing, base stability plummets. Guarantee the holdings of private individuals. Consumer goods factories for 50 days. Close the banks temporarily. Well, getting off civilian economy would be nice, but I can't even get to partial anyway. So, and even with the Black Monday debuff, I'll take the PP hit. Yeah. Actually, wait, this is a 50-day debuff. It's not that bad. It's a 5% difference in stability here. I'll take this. I'll take... No. Look, base stability is already negative 20. Fuck that. I'll just click this. Base stability will take a while for us to recover, but I'm hoping I can then get early mobilization. Right? We'll see how that goes. We can at least build construction military factories with whatever factories we have remaining. Because we're getting a pretty big debuff here with civilian economy. Okay, imperial restructuring is done. So we cannot get rid of French militarism because that event hasn't happened yet. But let's see here. Black Week has ended. So should I wait and then take this? Because I can't even affect the Black Monday debuff until I can finalize centralization. Yeah, it was these two. One of these two. I need both of the following. So I need to take this no matter what. And this gives me daily political power gain. This would be probably good to take early on. Yeah, this would just get me factories that are not going to be useful because they're so gimped, my consumer factories. Yeah, we'll go with the Easter promises. Okay. All right. All right. The Austrian Empire withdraws from Italy. Did they kick Italy out? Yeah, they did. Or weren't they a part of them? Interesting. Poland declares the Republic. Okay. Well, they were never a part of us. Black Week comes to an end. The situation hardly improved in the days following Black Monday, which was the start of what became known as Black Week. Panic selling of stocks reached an all-time high as people tried to dump their stocks before they became worthless. When the Berlin stock market closed at the end of the week, the market was as dead as the 11 major economic experts and top executives in Germany that had committed suicide. The German government had to act. Okay, we get 5% back. You know, we're getting there. It will trickle up. Like, I think by default, it tries to trickle up to 50%. What is this? Middle Africa. What is this? This railway over here was established in the early 20th century, linking Addis Ababa in Ethiopia to Djibouti. Okay, so between these two. After a series of German-backed expansions, it is now used mainly to transport ore from the Congo Basin in Middle Africa to Djibouti. The present economic downturn in the world has meant that ore is no longer being purchased at the rate it once was, resulting in fewer transports for the railway. In order to prevent the Ethiopian state from obtaining control of the railway and losing a valuable trade link, the Middle African state has bought many shares in the railroad to provide some state backing for the beleaguered company. However, allowing Middle Africa to act unilaterally so soon after the Kenyatta Sulf case could embolden the politically dangerous Goering. Well, I do know that sometimes Middle Africa tends to collapse because Goering, I don't know, Goering is Goering. So we can demand that they sell their shares to Ethiopia. Is this like a thing they have? Dead economy. They don't have anything that says like railway thing. Ethiopia. Slavery. All right. Interesting. Crippling debt. There's nothing here that says there's a railway. Oh wait, what is that? Ethiopian section of the railroad. I don't know what that means. All right. It's interesting that it is a modifier there. So we essentially support Goering, lose political power, or we issue a complaint. Yeah, let's demand Middle Africa to sell their shares to Ethiopia. We might lose the trade route, but honestly, like we have naval bases over here. I know there are probably pirates over here, but it's fine. Polish monopolies crash. In the wake of Black Monday, some of our corporate interests in Poland have gone bankrupt. We have now received news that the Polish government, ever irritated at our economic interest in their country, have moved to seize our corporate assets in their country, effectively removing our control over their economy. Well, fuck you, Poland. All right. Ooh, wait, that's the legation cities. Isn't that the legation cities? No. League of 8 provinces. This is just called the legation cities. Okay, we don't really care about this war, do we? This is like a civil war. The FOD. The Free Workers Union of Germany is an umbrella organization, excuse me, of several trade unions founded during the turbulent period in 1919, during the French Revolution. They have repeatedly denounced the syndicalist terror and therefore been allowed to operate unimpeded until now. However, our intelligence services have produced definite proof that their leaders are in contact with syndicalist organizations in other nations, such as the CNT in Spain, We also suspect that some members may be directly plotting against the Kaiser. So we allowed them to stay, but we watched them. I imagine this would be good if we wanted to flip to, I don't know, Syndicalist. We're gonna ban them. Yeah, fuck them. Jail the leaders and ban the party. Force them underground. Is there an FUD? Embrace the FUD. Yeah, there we go. That's not what we want. The clique is at war with somebody. Oh, things are kicking off in China. Wait, what is this? Following the death of League Marshal Sun Chufang, we had hoped that our ally in Beijing, Wu Peifu, would remain loyal to our interests. It seems, however, that he has taken this moment to turn on us and taken publicly anti-concession stance. While this has bolstered support for his unpopular regime, it means that he has demanded that the Beijing Commission, our lobbying arm in Beijing, leave the city. Facing massive riots outside the gates of their offices, most members have fled to Tianjin. At our embassy, the ambassador has sent all non-essential staff to Tianjin, as well, and only a skeleton group of consular officials remain, closely watched by Wu's forces. So, let's see, Beijing is up here. So these guys are not at war. Oh, you guys are fracturing even more. Are you guys allies? No, you're fighting each other. So this is the three-way fight? This is new, isn't it? I don't remember this. Oh, it fractured even more. You guys broke free and are not even a part of this fight anymore. Do I even have any intelligence on you? Okay. I'll say 20 troops, 20 divisions. 12. Probably the same, 12. I don't have a lot of intelligence over there. Alright. I don't know what's going to happen here, but we have apparently interests in the area. So we care what happens there. Okay, localized training centers. Done. So our civilian factories are back. How did that work again when it comes to number of operatives? You can get the first slot by building the intelligence agency. Other slots will be available after the 5th upgrade or after assigning elusive gentleman advisor. As a spy master, more operative slots are unlocked by having more countries in your factions. We have a lot of factions. We could get the spy master, but I want my PP on other things right now. Can I see what I need for the next dude or not? Maximum number of operatives is 10. Okay. 5th upgrade. So we need 4 more. So that's 120 days of missing out on some factories. I do want the army department, otherwise we're not going to get any good information on other people. And the cryptology department, I don't think we need that yet. I'm going to go for at least the army department. Okay, so the other clique is now at war as well, right? No, let's see here. There's so many cliques here. Another one formed. What is happening over there in China? Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think there's much I can do to intervene. We're dealing with Black Monday still. With a devastating economic situation, many families struggle to earn their daily bread, and the social security net is strained to the breaking point. In recent weeks, the streets of many German cities have been increasingly terrorized by gangs of teenagers. Is this the event? These halbstark steal products from the markets and shops and often money from innocent pedestrians, or commit acts of vandalism to escape boredom and frustration. Few citizens feel safe on the streets anymore, and it is clear that what some in the government might see merely as low-level civil disorder, instead has the makings of total societal breakdown. Mein Gott! And I take... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Germany's not looking good, but I think, yeah, I can now organize the youth. Australasia's got democracy. They found it. It was lost in the wilderness. But I can take this one next and get rid of this. It doesn't really matter that much right now, but... Oswald Mosley has been elected. Alright. Has this always been the flag? I don't think it has. Financial troubles in the colonies. Some maverick politicians proposed distributing more resources to the colonies to the detriment of the German national, which would obviously not be popular. So do we want to help our colonies or not? So, Middle Africa gets financial help denied. So this will probably piss them off more. And also Germany, East Asia. Look, if we can keep both of these within our sphere of influence, that would be very, very good. It's going to take a while for us to recover, so 5 only cover the most critical expenditures. 5 of our civilian factories will work for the needs of our colonies for 260 days. Okay, and what's the big one? Dedicate as many resources. 8 for a whole year. I do want our colonies to help us. And I do want them to be strong, because I don't know how much help I can offer them later on when the fight kicks in. Because when the fight kicks off with the Entente, I'm going to be kind of blocked off from, moving my ships and my troops around. Because these two dudes have a pretty good navy, I reckon. I have no idea how much they have. Yeah, I know Britain's got a massive navy. So I think I will help them now, because I don't think I can help them later. So yeah, we'll do this whole year. We're losing 8 of our factories. The Pope died. How terrible. I don't know how much we can spend our civilian factories on spy stuff right now. We'll just finish this and then we'll call it quits. We'll get the last 3 upgrades later. It is just an event after an event. Have we even had a year? We're still in March. Jesus. Agricultural crisis in Middle Europa. During this time of great crisis, the complacent agricultural sector of the German economy has proven to be particularly vulnerable to the economic downturn. With this in mind, several Junkers, representing the landed nobility of the Kingdom of Prussia, have asked for protectionist legislation and state subsidies for their agricultural production. By imposing tariffs on foreign produce, we will strengthen this vital sector of the Reich's economy and protect our farmers. Unfortunately, such a measure is likely to cause further damage to the economy of our neighbors, dependent as they are on German markets for their food exports. The wheat crop in the Ukraine is particularly vulnerable, and choosing to enact protectionist measures might seriously damage them and our other agrarian partners. So this will hurt our allies. We need them. We need our allies here. Our country is falling apart, it says. This will harm our relations with Ukraine and weaken their government. Poland gets pissed off. Galicia Lodomeria gets pissed off. Ukraine. Wait, Galicia Lodomeria? They get pissed off? Aren't they? They're part of the... Alright. I don't know if I care about them, but yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to bail them out. Alright, maybe I can grab our drink now. Finally. There goes the first International Congress. Interesting. What is this? The Reds are meeting to coordinate their activities, which are definitely aimed against the order we have established in Europe following our victory in the Weltkrieg. We must watch these meetings and analyze its results closely. Rhineland Unrest. Workers in the Rhineland are protesting against the recent anti-leftist actions of our government, especially the scandalous crackdown on the FAUD, which many Rhenish citizens had viewed as a legitimate institution free of serious syndicalist influence and strong in its support for the working man. Okay. Jesus. Oh man, we are weak. We are just getting our teeth kicked in here. Easter promises. Okay, I can organize the youth right now. But here's the thing. Where do we want to go here? We do want to organize the youth. Is that going to stabilize us right now? So getting rid of this modifier. War support doesn't really matter right now. Division recovery rate, recruit population. No, we can wait with this. Aftermath of Black Monday. And we can bail out the Junkers. And then we could do the radio broadcast. But we can't do... We have to start getting to here. Okay, so we cannot do this, so we can only do this one. Restore the Bundesrat. Democracy in Prussia, women's suffrage. What are we right now? Authoritarian. I mean, we could flip to a more democratic if we want to. I'm just thinking, in order to get here, it's just shorter. Like, I can do this right now. In order to do this, I have to organize the youth. So it's 42 days, 42 days, 42 days, and then here. Replace Easter promises with restored Bundesrat. So even more political power. Kaiser Wilhelm will no longer be able to appoint the Chancellor. Okay, so we lose some of our privileges. Oh, we can't do that either way, so that's fine. Replace Easter promises with German post office. Consumer goods factories. Oh, damn. I mean, like towards the late game, political power becomes useless. But it is always useful. But then again, we also have this new tab that has a bunch of stuff we can use with political power. So... I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We can then finalize the reforms. But then we can't do much because we have to do this one. Alright, well, you know what? I think I'm going to call it here. I don't know which one of these is better for us. I do want to take this no matter what. So, current ruling party is paternal autocrats or authoritarian democrats. I don't know what we want to be as this country. This is like the only option I've seen so far that has any benefit or any impact on our political structure right now. Let's see, what did this say? This is Democrats, the Social Democrats and Social Liberals. Social Democrats, Social Liberals. Social Democrats are at 22%. They are the second largest group here. We're at 42. All right. Women's suffrage. Don't know. Don't know. The main difference seems to be this. More political power gain or consumer goods factories. I think we're going to need this. I think consumer goods factories is very, very nice, especially since we need a lot of it. But eventually, once we fix all of our issues, the factories will be fine. So I'm thinking we go democracy and then here, probably. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, see ya. And thanks for watching.